Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody. Today guys was a bit difficult choice what to choose for daily video, but since the euro currency is still calling in the tight range and just can't get started some upward retracement, I do not see really big sense with speaking on the euro currency again, since we mostly have said everything in a weekly research. Still, at the same time, on Friday, if you remember, we have talked on the on the Canadian dollar and the crude oil situation. And since some events have happened, so you probably know that this was the negotiations between the Russian minister and Saudi Arabia on the possible cooperation on the crude oil market and contracting of the extraction of the crude oil and so on. So it was a very important topic for this current market, and situation has changed a bit here. This drop that has followed yesterday was the Iraq statement that they can't join with this contraction of the crude oil extraction because Iraq stands in the war, in the civil war process, and they really, because very limited financial reserves, that they just need the revenues from the crude oil selling on the open market, and this was the negative impact on the market. But later this reaction was very short term and market returned right back up. So currently guys, I see the signs of the forming of the double repo failure pattern, because as you can see, there are some reasons why I think so. To understand, to give you the better picture, I will show you first the weekly chart that you should understand where we stand in general. We stand in the great reversal pattern on the crude oil. As you can see, we have the hand shoulders pattern is forming, and the neckline already has been broken mostly, or at the eve of the breakout. So if we will place it right by the tops, as you can see, market is calling right below, let's call it in that manner. It's right below the necklines, forming the tight consolidation. And this usually happens before the significant breakout follows. This market just form these patterns. Based on the shoulder of the right shoulder, we see that the greater butterfly stands here with the targets 127 around 56 area. It's just the 127, so 1618 stands and even greater. That's in general the first reason. It's interesting guys, by the way, what the trends we have here. Later we will turn to the Canadian dollar. Also you see some interesting moments there. But right now let's take a look first on the crude oil directly. So on the daily chart, what we have, reaction after the completion and confirmation of the double repo is not as it should be. So usually when the market confirms the double repo pattern, it shows significant downward action. It's really usually fast, because the second top is the capitulation of the bulls and bears taking the control and push market lower. But here, after the minor and in general, Iraq statement should become the triggering moment, triggering event that should push prices lower right to the 50 level. But this hasn't happened. Already retracement has started, and this retracement was really nice, but market very soon returned back and now calling around 52 area. This makes me think that we probably stand at the eve of the double repo failure pattern. It could take the shape of some minor butterfly as well. So you can see here this minor butterfly could be formed also if market will start move up. But keep an eye on it guys, since this is really could become the double repo failure, and think that it's very high chances, high probability that this will happen. Based on overall context that we see on the weekly chart, based on the patterns that now are forming here, and based mostly on the reaction. But it's not yet guys. Now we are coming to most interesting moment. Keep in mind that what we have said on the crude oil. There is the daily Canadian. Daily Canadian has hit our target. What we have said recall what we said on Friday. The double repo probably should push crude oil to the 50 level, and simultaneously we was in this moment, in this place when we have talked about it, and simultaneously it should push the Canadian higher and let market to complete its targets. And this really has happened on the Iraq statement. As you can see, take a look what has been done. Market has completed A, B, C top, 100% extension. Market has completed reversal butterfly, okay, and tested daily overbought and monthly pivot resistance 1. So this target that has been quite complete on the here, so market hasn't reached the 50, but that was enough to let Canadian dollar to complete their targets. What we have in the Canadian dollar, okay? It's probably also the freight resistance maybe. Let's take a look. This looks like it's also the fib level. At least it stands very close. Let's see. Right, so you can see that it's also 38 fib resistance stands in this area approximately 32.21. So this is the agreement, since it's combination of the 100% ABCD target and the fib level, daily overbought, completion of the butterfly, but it's also not yet, guys, what the trend stands. Nothing interesting with the MACD. So let's take a look what we have on the intraday charts. I'm not sure, but it's really very probable that this will be. We have the 3 days, 3 candles, double repo sale. It's a very rare pattern. It forms on the market, and Judd Napoli thinks that this is most powerful double repo pattern. This could be formed. Take a look at what we have got. Thrust up. This is the term of the negotiations between the Saudi Arabia and Russia on the crude oil. The market has completed the targets on the daily chart. This spike was necessary to complete, to reach the targets. That has happened. Market touched it and immediately has returned right back down. So we have thrust up, close below the 3x3 with this candle, close above, and close below. This is confirmation of the double repo, 3 days double repo sale pattern. It looks a bit different, curious, but guys, based on what we see on the daily chart, based on what we see on the crude oil, it really could happen that market will continue move down and turn to the downside. At least here, its mini target could be reached as 132 is the minimal target of the double repo pattern, since 50% support of this thrust up. And guys, for this setup, it's very good combination of the risk reward, because your risk will be slightly higher than this top. Your reward will be 132. This is the minimal reward. But if we'll take a look on the consideration picture on the crude oil, and if indeed the double repo failure will be formed on the daily crude, this could lead to really very significant downward action, or maybe even reversal on the Canadian dollar. Besides, so take a look at the whole picture. You can see this is some kind of what is forming here, right? So you could see here what we've got. Also, some kind of the hand shoulders pattern. And finally, on the daily chart, you could see that the slope of the CD leg is very flat compared to AB. This usually leads to reversal point at the completion of 100% extension. So we can see this very bright setup that we have in the Canadian dollar, and it really has very good potential. That's why I think that today it makes sense to take a look particularly on the Canadian dollar. It's very important setup that now has been formed here. So let's see what development we will get here.